Oh, see, I was supposed to start working now. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 13 of the Reke and Reem podcast. Let's go.
I reach back like 1-3.
Who said that?
Drake.
Like 1-3. Who's 1-3?
Odell Beckham.
Oh.
I reach back like 1-3.
Yep. Okay. I got it.
It was a cool little
that
playful line.
Went over my head.
Hey, that's why I reached back like 1-3. I had to catch it for you.
So nothing goes over my head. My reactions are too fast.
There you go. But
Young Drax.
who the fuck is Drax?
Let's talk about that's from Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody
yeah.
who's like, "Oh, it went over your head." Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too quick. Okay, fam.
I'm not gonna lie. For like 2 months straight, I was watching like Drax best moments on YouTube.
Just over and over
Yes,
on repeat.
because he might be the funniest superhero that's not a superhero.
That's
ever.
like, oh, yeah,
He's
true.
just like a criminal that runs with
That's a good point.
people that call themselves Guardians of the
That's
Galaxy.
a good point. That's how I was off the what you called the roast me. When I found roast me last month, every day I watched like just mad episodes. Just years worth of roast me's. It's like, yo, how do y'all come up with this stuff?
Hey man, when all you doing is just making fun of people, you get good at
But
it.
some of them weren't even like, so you look like you got 2 years in jail for beating a hamster to death with a taco. It's like, what?
it's just like,
It's like-
What are you talking about?
Everybody laughed.
Yeah, it sounded like your son wrote that one for you.
I mean,
Not you, I'm saying.
no, I know. It just like in the moment it's funny,
Yeah.
but by itself it's like that's not
Yeah.
funny.
It
It's all
has to
good,
be
though.
in the flow of laughing.
And then
Gotta be in the flow of laughing.
the dude who said that also laughs at his own jokes mad loud immediately after he says
See,
them.
I don't know how I feel about comedians that be like, that shit blows me.
I mean,
Whenever I'm
it's
watching a
a roast.
comedian, true, but I'm talking about comedy now.
Yeah.
Just overall. Whenever I'm watching a comedian that can't get through their joke because it's too funny to them, it makes it less funny to me. Depending on the joke and depending on the comedian.
Yeah, that's true. If it's any kind of obvious, then you're like, yo, that was pointless. But when it's like the ill curve, it's like,
Yeah.
yo, what?
Yeah, when you're laughing because you know no one's going to catch it,
Yeah, that's
then I
legit.
get you.
That's legit.
But it's like, come on now. You built this shit up
for no reason.
for nothing. Get out my face.
Nothing. You're nothing.
Head back to the Laugh Factory. Get your bars up. But
Yep. Facts.
get some of that mama's cooking.
Yeah, speaking of getting bars up, that was a good segue.
Yeah, get some of that mama's
Some of
sprinkling
that
on there.
mama's cooking.
Good mama's cooking. Shout out to
Kwame Brown.
I missed.
You missed.
Kwame did that a lot in his career. Let me stop.
He gonna get you. Oh.
The whole killer is I'm on Kwame's side because fuck all these
So
media people.
yes.
I just had to get that one
How the-
one joke off.
Yo. I don't know how I had the big little bomb, but anyways,
Hey, man.
I will say that once Kwame Brown started speaking,
Mhm.
I was like, oh, all these fools are wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, I feel bad. It completely changed my perspective on the way that I even view sports and stuff. Because it's like, to his point, you can't get to the league unless you're one of the best. And then
Exactly.
having had a 10-year career, like, what are
That's
y'all
an
talking
anomaly.
about?
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
an
be a
anomaly.
bust and have a 10-year career. That don't make So it's just like you're at the pinnacle of something and you're able to participate at the pinnacle for 10 years, regardless of how well you perform. You still got over the threshold.
Get
So
over
it's
the
like,
threshold.
in the grand scheme of things, nah, my nigga, you won.
Yeah, staying in the league, barring situations, because everybody in the league has a different situation and
For sure.
a different, trajectory based off their situations. Because it's not as easy as just getting drafted and then just playing basketball. Like, there's a bunch of people that are always trying to play professional basketball, and there's a lot of money on the line. So niggas is in and out, in and out always.
Yeah, and then
So
did
you
you
gotta be with it?
have you peeped or have you heard him talk about like what his crusade is really about?
I believe to a degree, yes. I've watched so many. I want to say yes.
So
yes.
it's I've heard him say it explicitly twice. he's like it's not even about him and how they treat him. It's about the fact that like the structure
It's set
is
up
upset.
to demonize.
That too, but also just upset that that kids could come out of high school and get paid full bread. So which means that, and he also like, so they saw the whole college thing falling apart coming. And so that's why they created the G League, and now they're basically forcing kids to go to the G League even though they might be ready to play.
Yeah.
And like he's more concerned with food being taken out of youngins' mouths more than anything. And I was like, oh, okay. I see.
Real.
Okay.
The fact that he was talking in general.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, like a lot of people said, Kwame Brown has been talked about for the last
20 years.
20 years.
And I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah. I mean, when you don't know,
I mean,
the only information that you're given is the wrong information, can you really be at fault for that?
And that's one of his other points, that like people are just taking in stuff when they see on TV from folks that don't know nothing and run off. Kwame Brown is one data point I hold against Michael Jordan, but
hey man, do it. Yeah, you like what you like. But only reason I say that is because now that Kwame has chosen to, talk about what really happened, now people are like, oh, no one knew. No one said anything.
Right.
So if no one's saying anything, and you're just like, if everyone's allowing the false to go, and I'm not saying they're allowing it, but they're just not acknowledging it, it gets to a point where, the general public take it as what it is.
Yeah. And to your point, the first point you brought up is the demonization of black men in the media.
Black men in the media. Niggas don't even realize how bad niggas are talking about each other.
Right, because it's been so normalized. Even like
calling people bums and scrubs. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. He couldn't guard a car. Like, well, that guard a car is funny, but
couldn't guard a parked car. There's
that was funny.
That, but then also even when he was talking about when a girl said that he Kwame Brown woke up this morning and chose violence, and knowing where that came from, or I guess knowing meme culture, you're like, hey, whatever, like, haha, it fits. But then coming from outside of it completely, it's like, oh no, this is really a terrible thing to say about a person.
It's a horrible thing to say about a person.
And it's like
the words that we've normalized in our everyday vocabulary are awful. We say some things that were banned like a couple 100 years ago. Like the people will actually be arrested for saying. And this is just an everyday vernacular now.
Like we was talking about a second ago. Girls doing what they do on like Facebook Live. And it's like, what?
Shit's crazy.
Why would you, what? Like you, and to your point, you'd get arrested for this not too long ago.
You would get shit.
See, this what I'm talking about.
It scared the shit out of me.
So for those listening, Reke had the ill flinch because my upstairs neighbors are loud and clumsy and loud and extra wrong.
Yeah, okay, they might be on crack.
Clearly, okay. That was a little bit of reach, but I'm definitely triggered. Carry on.
I'm just saying, you knock something over that hard and there's still sun out. Like, you off something. A little tipsy. And it's Thursday night, happy hour somewhere.
But yeah, man, shout out to Kwame Brown for fighting back.
No, for real. Shout out to Kwame Brown. But back to the other point about our vernaculars and just things. On the other hand, you got the girls doing that. On the other hand, you got niggas recording drive-bys. Like, recording robberies, recording themselves going on, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
What are we trying to show? We don't know.
That we're real, but like,
what is real?
Exactly.
What is real?
And is real destruction of your own, or is real upliftment of your own?
Love, yeah. I heard this before somewhere. Somebody said, a lot of your people who, it was probably a rapper. I can't think of his name a lot right now, but he said, everybody got people that love them to death. I want people that love me to life. Love me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Don't love me to death. Love me to life. You feel me?
You know, what's funny about that is that sometimes people don't appreciate when when love isn't easy, and they take it as like attack and outsized criticism or unqualified criticism. And it's like, nah, if I care about you and we close, I'm not gonna let you just go off the rails and not say anything. Yeah. And if we gotta argue about it, if you get upset about it, that's fine. But like, I see you sliding. If I care about you, I gotta speak. If I don't care about you, go ahead, slide. Bye. But if you my folks, I gotta speak on it. And if you want to get upset, okay. Like, but it's not a palatable message is not always well received, or it's not always received.
It's not. Not everybody loves themselves to life.
Facts.
And that's part of the issue. We were talking about this in the last podcast. Not everybody is actively working through their issues and traumas and things like that. So when you are, or when you point some shit out that can be worked upon, it's like over the head. It's not recognized.
Or it's a trigger.
It's a trigger, exactly. It's a trigger. So it's just hard. It's just hard in general. Yeah. It's not hard. People just gotta, I don't know, man.
So I saw somebody earlier today said life is simple if you let it be that way.
It is.
But
you keep your world small.
That too.
Keep your world small. Then you can control it.
That being said, shout out to Mama's Cooking. Yeah. And may Kwame Brown continue his crusade.
Yes.
And continue to grow his platform, out of the pile of shit that has been heaped upon him, and may he flourish and bloom.
No,
and
facts.
Be a voice.
So I just want someone really to fight Stephen A. Smith to see if he's really about all this shit.
He's talking about that too. He says Stephen A. swears that he could have played ball, and that like if he hadn't blown out his knee, blah 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 blah. It's like no one believes that.
You know what I'm realizing? A lot of the commentators on TV are guys that will be
that wish they could play
at the barbershop talking about this shit drunk if they didn't go to school.
Or that be at the barbershop talking about their high school feats.
Yeah. Or some of them, their little D3, D2.
Like, what is
mid-major D1 college feats?
Like, what is Skip's background?
He just went to school
for journalism.
And was a journalist he was a journalist for some paper for a long ass time. I think it was in Chicago. He covered Michael Jordan for a long ass time. And when you write epically and you got an epic person like Michael Jordan to just talk and lift up, everybody's gonna be like, and you got a name like Skip Bayless. That's a strong name right there.
Right.
Strong name. He looks like ironed out leather, but it is what it is. He got a strong name.
I don't know about the iron, but I hear you.
Wrinkled leather.
Look like an old newspaper. Let me stop.
An old newspaper.
Yeah, like you use
paper
the clean windows.
Oh, that's funny. That's gross. That's gross.
That's mean. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but it's still. I forgot what I was about to say.
No disrespect. All due respect. No disrespect. I have no respect.
Who said that?
Michael Blackson.
Oh, yeah, true.
It was this video when he was on the ALS challenge. But anyways, so let's That's what
I was about to say. Yeah, everybody in the stands always has an opinion about what's going on in the field. Yeah. But if you're on the field, you don't really have time to talk about it. Because
you're on the field.
Yeah, but that's everything. Like, I'm sure you've experienced it with your business or just trying to do anything and like actually insert yourself into something and push and grow and try to excel at it. It's always the stands are always full of chatterboxes.
They are.
So
always
pick your path, stay true, y'all.
Always got something to say.
Yep.
But what can we say? Not much. Anyways, so we just closed up
an awful month.
Awful.
Absolutely
awful month. Money.
Yeah, crypto was trashing May.
That shit was bad.
But early part of May was jumping.
It was. It's been jumping early this year.
Fair. So May was just a turning point.
Yeah, May was it was bound to happen. It wasn't gonna go up for 12 straight months.
I mean, yeah, there's always market corrections, but boy, I know
was a
that there's a
market
whole lot of
correction right
folks out
there.
here that took a bath.
Oh yeah, took more than a bath. They took a tsunami. Shit, I took one a little bit myself. I had to take about a week off. It was just like, all right, just let y'all do what y'all do. And every day I would check back and be like, it was a good spot. No.
Yeah, I definitely played around with some of my tax refund, and yeah, it's a good chunk of that's gone. But my main stuff, I let it rock. I was like, all right, whatever, this is down, it'll come back up. But I'm still up overall. But like the new stuff I was playing with this month,
Gone. Absolutely gone. But it was necessary though.
dead.
It had to drop down. Like I said, it was going up too long.
So what do you think is gonna happen? You think it's like here to stay for real?
You know,
Crypto.
yes and no.
Hmm.
I think it's going to become one of those. I think some of them are going to become actual forms of like payment, like actual currencies.
Yeah.
But they're going to be currencies. I feel like they're going to be like very exclusive. Like only certain tax brackets. Well, I don't want to say tax brackets, but like I don't think everybody's going to be able to like have them.
Right.
Kind of like how it is now. Like not everyone has a Bitcoin.
Right.
Like it's just gonna be like that. Like you
Got
have
a couple pieces though.
Hey, all the pieces.
I felt like it's basically
of BTC.
it was feeling like a new stock market in terms of like the ICOs with the little coin offerings are basically a way for people to fund whatever project they're working on, but it allows an investor to get in at ground zero. Whereas with like stocks, whatever, you got to wait till it actually goes public unless you have private access. Like in that way, I think there's definitely I think a positive change, but then it's like whenever something becomes more accessible, it makes it harder to find good stuff because there's an overwhelming amount of shit. It's actually what's it called? Price's Law. I told you about that before, right? About like the rules of output and stuff. So basically, as competence grows linearly, incompetence grows exponentially.
Makes sense.
So, you get a few more, real businesses that are actually going to work and actually going to make folks money. And then you get like a tsunami of shit.
Yeah.
And that's what they call shit coins.
Sounds about right.
And sometimes, if you time it right, you can also ride a shit wave.
You can.
All the way to the shore.
It's happened recently.
A few times. I haven't caught one yet. Not all the way to the shore, but I'm working on it.
Well, it wasn't a coin per se, but it was the GameStop situation.
Yeah.
Niggas hopped in, rode that shit.
Yeah.
Made it what it was.
Two of my friends, that's actually happening again with BlackBerry and AMC. 3 of my friends are making money on AMC. I have a very small position in some BlackBerries I just bought on a whim just because they were like, "Yo, it's about to go." Okay.
Hey,
but yeah,
it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, but like anything, if you master the game, you'll come up. But like most things, people don't want to actually spend the time to master.
Yeah, mastering the game it takes time. It takes time. You just gotta be patient. Not everybody got that, and that should take money too. Mastering the game takes loss.
All education costs.
All education costs.
So either you're gonna spend a lot of time making sure you don't lose money, or you're gonna lose money trying to save time.
Either way,
costs. Education costs.
Way. You feel me?
But all right, let's talk about what we really want to talk about.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Are the Clippers going home tonight?
Yes.
Are we gonna get a 50 spot from Luka?
Man, look, baby bird.
You can't guard me.
Baby motherfucking
nah
bird. Can't nobody guard him. And the crazy thing is everybody can guard him, but can't nobody guard him.
I don't know what that means.
It means there's not anything specific about his game that is like so like he's not uber athletic. He has great court vision, but he's not like Lonzo where he'll just throw the ball up the floor.
Fair.
Like he makes plays. He's not this crazy Steph Curry like shooter. He's not 6'10" and overpowering. He's 6'8". He's kind of
He's
chubby.
strong though.
Looks like he drinks beers after the game.
That's a big boy. That's what they call him, corn-fed in the
Yeah, I
US.
was about to say. Yeah, he looks like he used to lift bays of hail, even though bays of
bales
Bales
of
of
hay.
tongue twister. Yeah, bales of hay. Looks like he used to lift bales of hay, even though he's not from here.
It's so funny. I heard you say it wrong the first time, but it processed perfectly the first time. And then you kept saying it. I was like, oh, wait, he's not saying
It's
because
because I knew it was wrong,
Bays of
but
hail.
it didn't click for me either. My mouth knew
Yeah.
it was wrong before I did. That's why I kept repeating it so I could catch it. So if I ever find myself repeating myself, that's not what I mean.
All right. So then
But,
what
yeah.
else?
This
Is
different, man.
is LeBron officially old now?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Bron's not old. You know why Bron's not old? Because Bron's still clicking.
Because I'm waiting for him to play bald at 40 with goggles like Kareem.
Yeah.
And then bring
He's
back
gonna
the hook
do it.
shot.
He's gonna do it one game.
He's gonna be. What's that dude? That fat dude that makes a show of being really bad at basketball.
Spice Adams.
Yes, I feel like he's gonna start dressing like Spice Adams and just kill Bammers with the hook shots.
You seen the video of Lethal Shooter training Spice Adams?
Nah,
It's hilarious.
I'll check it out.
He actually got him to make a couple jump shots.
I feel like Spice. So Spice can't hoop at all.
He can, but like it's all for show. It's just funny. You gotta see it. He got the character to make some jump shots because you've seen the character's awful form.
Yeah, because I was
Just
watching a video
pure
earlier
comedy,
today.
right?
Actually, it was a GIF my homeboy sent me. We were talking about some women. He's talking about shooting a shot, and it's Spice Adams. And the first shot, it like hits back rim, and then you see him trying to just shoot terribly, and like the next one went over the backboard. It's like, okay, you can actually play a little bit. You just mess around.
Yeah.
With it. All right.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete.
So what's up with the Knicks and that implosion they've suffered?
So they were never
Playoff basketball is just different.
Playoff basketball is very different. Playoff basketball is different, and I don't think not one person on that team besides Derrick Rose has been to the playoffs before.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't know where that sentence was going, but I was primed just to be like, nope, D-Rose.
Yeah, he's the only person.
Respect
on that team.
me.
You gotta respect him.
Yeah.
Gotta respect Derrick Rose.
You remember that clip? Or have you seen the clip where I think he was with the Pistons and they were playing the Lakers, and with the one I saw, the person had the caption wrong. They were like, "Oh, D-Rose is afraid of the Lakers," that's not what's going on. Everyone else was just saucing it. He was like, "I know it's the Lakers, but damn!" Like they was just playing like they were scared of something.
Yeah. What can you say?
I fuck with D-Rose, man.
You can't. You have to.
Yeah,
You have to.
he's putting up better numbers than he did in his MVP season, or he was.
Because he's an actual better basketball player now.
Yeah,
He's actually playing basketball. He was one of those freak athletes in the body of a normal person.
He was one of them pit bulls that got too many muscles that like will climb the fence and look at you and smile, and you'd be like, "Stop it."
Yeah.
That's what that was like. It's a little ball of muscle.
Exactly.
Terrorize
He
people.
was supposed to be like 6'6", 220, but he was 6'1", 180.
with all of the power.
He just had all that power and
Was,
normal human ligaments.
Who was it talking about the rose flu? Damn.
I don't know, but that shit sounds
Buddy
like a
who,
fire drink.
He played for Duke. It was Jay Williams. I think it was Jay Williams. No, it wasn't. It was John Thompson the third or something, the fourth.
JT3.
Yeah, but he coaches now. Like he doesn't play. But he was saying that like when he was in the league, people had the rose flu is a real thing. Like when the Bulls came to town, people, oh no, I'm sick, I can't play.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about that.
And it's like, man's was that.
He was nice, and he was
Yeah.
young as hell.
Yeah, he was.
21.
No fear.
21 years old, MVP of the league, off
Crazy.
of just being a sheer athlete.
Yeah,
And this is when Bron and Kobe were in the league.
facts.
He's different.
But he also, he don't got all jumper. One summer came back jumper,
Clean.
and it's like
Clean jumper.
how everybody else making excuses to not be good, and this man went away for one summer and came back hitting
Because
buzzer beaters.
that
Y'all
shows
trash.
you that niggas not really serious.
Facts.
Niggas is not really basketball players. They're basketball players by
They're
by
basketball
trade.
players. They're not winners.
Yeah. So
That's what I was saying.
that begs another topic, I guess. I think, yeah. Like,
Hold on.
your occupation is not always who thou art. as we all know. Some people work jobs for the benefits of the job, not necessarily for the job itself. So then, when that is the case, what, like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Oh, I was waiting for it to land. I was getting excited.
Yeah,
We about to talk about something
I feel
deep.
like I had somewhere to land, but then there was really I got to do some more thinking on it. I gotta come in here with a whole soliloquy, a whole shebang.
I think I understand what you're getting at though. Like oftentimes you meet somebody, the first thing that gets asked is, "What do you do?" And then we are convinced that like
Your
other
work.
people are their jobs, but then also at the same time that we are our jobs, and we're not. But then if we're not, that begs the question, like, what are we?
Yeah.
But then no
So
one
to
likes that
speak.
question.
No one likes that
it
question.
makes relationships awkward.
It makes relationships awkward. It makes life awkward. Because it's like, what are you? Who are you? That's something that a lot of people we all know this, a lot of people spend a lot of time trying to figure out who they are. And it's like, you can't figure it out. You just have to be it. Like, it's not something that you're going to know.
Good point.
Because you can't look at yourself from a third person perspective all the time to understand. You're living it. It's like you said, when you're in the field, you don't got time to sit there and think and talk about being in the field. You're in the field. You live in life. Sometimes you don't have time to sit there and define what life you're living.
Yeah, you just got to be.
You just got to be. And you got to live it. Live it to the fullest.
All right.
But yeah.
I know we already left this topic, but I'm bringing it back because we didn't give it no closure.
No, we didn't.
All right. So real quick.
Well, we didn't leave it. I just jumped to the side.
So you said Dallas is going to beat the Clippers.
Dallas is definitely beating the Clippers.
All right.
They are done. Clippers are out of here. They're breaking it up. Kawhi is going to be playing in Miami next year. And Paul George is going to be ring chasing with Bron.
You think Kawhi is going to go to Miami?
Yes.
Why?
It's a perfect team for him.
But he wanted to be in L.A.
He wanted to be in L.A., yes.
To be with his family.
Yeah.
You think
so either...
But are the Heat
retire.
that close, though?
I think they are.
Okay.
I think they are a Kawhi-level bucket away.
That's fair.
And a Kawhi-level defender. And Jimmy Butler is not going to let Kawhi bullshit. They will fight.
Yeah.
They will fight.
I think they won't even have to, for real. I think Jimmy will just keep fighting everybody else because he knows Kawhi is going to show up.
Yeah. Kawhi is going to come to play.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about that, like, I'm not trying to play, like, this many games and trying to
Yeah.
No, Jimmy's going to be like, no. Like, you're hooping.
We play.
He's going to be like Supreme Dream. Have you seen him join? So, like, being in the locker room after Game 7.
Nah.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I got to show you those.
All
Damn,
right.
my youth is showing.
That's all good. All right. So is Portland going to force Game 7?
I want them to because Dame Dollar is different. But
he is. But how different is he?
Nikola Jokic.
The Joker.
The MVP of this league.
Honestly, if they had Jamal Murray, this is done in 5 most.
Easily. And, but it feels like every game somebody else has started clicking for Denver.
Yeah,
like, it's Jokic solidly, but last game was Marcus Howard like just randomly came in balling. Like,
I feel bad for the Grizzlies too, but all right, so do you think LeBron's gonna be able to keep his first round undefeated record? Because he's basically he's gonna have to play so hard that he's not gonna have anything left for the second round.
Pretty much, and he's gonna have to hope Anthony Davis comes back in time.
They need to call a knees over toes guy. What they need to do.
They do. Anthony Davis needs to just, I don't know, start taking steroids or something.
So that's tonight. You think they're going home? You think they're gonna force a Game 7 tonight?
Yeah, I think they're forcing a Game 7. Bron's not going out in 6.
He's gonna put up a 50-piece.
He's gonna put up something crazy.
Yeah.
Either a 50-piece or he's gonna have one of them Russ type triple doubles, but he's only gonna have like 25. Like 25 18, and 18.
Yeah.
Which means everybody else is gonna have to be clicking. Which means Bron is gonna have cussed everybody out before the game. LeBron is a terrifying person.
Yeah, one of my brothers sent me the clip of when Schroeder blew the layup, and then Bron just let the play go, and then I guess people were like, if he had got back, they would have won the game. But it's like, fam, you're a whole professional, and you just blew a point blank layup. Like, bruh, I just feeling dejected right now. Like,
yeah.
I don't necessarily like that he stopped playing, but you can't tell me that you've like played sports for real and never had a moment where you were just like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Never. You can't.
So
unless you've never
course,
felt like you were good enough to do that.
It's LeBron, so like,
yeah,
unattainable standards.
Look, Bron left the court the other day with 5 minutes left on the
Oh, I missed that.
This nigga Bron was showered and fully dressed by the time they came back, if he was even still in the locker room.
Right.
He might have went home.
Oh,
Bron was probably
fancy meeting you guys here.
He was probably getting his media stuff out the way. Like, look, me and Bronny been on Twitch tonight. I ain't got time for y'all.
Right. All right. So who we begin? Denver, and
I'm going Denver and LA. Rematch of the Western Conference Finals last year.
Okay.
And
then
Dallas.
These are already set, but
Dallas and Utah, obviously. John Morant's he gonna get some type of help.
But if they honestly
that's where Paul George might go.
they beat the Suns, if the Lakers beat the Suns, I feel like they have a chance of beating either of these squads.
They do.
That's just me.
The Suns.
What the? Okay.
The Suns is like the hardest matchup for them.
Yeah.
So like on the route.
But I like at the same note, I like Book. I'm torn.
Book is cold.
I'm just torn.
And Chris Paul is my favorite point guard of all time. Even though he's shiesty, he's still my favorite point guard of all time.
Shiest master.
Yeah.
Shiest.
But like, what can you do with him? 6'1", 200 pounds. Just
it's a big boy.
He's solid. It's a solid 200 too. It ain't like a.
Yeah.
It's in the legs. Nah, it's filled out all the way through. Pause.
All right. I feel like I had some more significant topics to speak on, and they're all out of my mind right now. So I got nothing unless you got something extra.
I don't have much extra. I just have a quote. So I was yesterday I was at the park.
Yeah.
And some random man walked up to me. I never met him before, never seen him before in my life. Just a random elderly black dude, had on this blue Air Force hat. No, just black dude in DC.
Yeah.
And he started talking to me. And, we was just cordial, talking, hey, how you doing? I'm good. How you? Beautiful day. It's about to rain, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I'm turning to I don't want to say leave, but I'm directing my attention elsewhere. He's like, can I tell you something real quick? I'm like, what's up? So he takes a step close to me, it's close like this. He says, somebody told me this today, and I feel like I got to tell you this today.
This is great.
So at this point, I'm like, hell yes. What are you about to tell me?
Yeah.
Either it's about to be so off the wall, I'm going to piss myself laughing, or you really going to drop some gems on me.
Right.
It was the latter. He dropped some gems on me.
Okay.
He said, it ain't about what's in front of you. It ain't about what's behind you. It's about what's inside you.
Mm.
And I sat there for a second. I thought about it. I was like, thank you. I needed that. Thank you. And he was like, no problem. And I turned around for a second to look at something. I turned back and he was gone. He disappeared. I lied to you not. I'm not even saying this to be funny. He really disappeared. I looked for him. He disappeared. So that was divine intervention.
Yeah, so it sounds like Reke got the angels on him, people. The
hey, man,
angels.
I told you I've been seeing some threes. I've been seeing some threes lately.
That's what's up. We get tapped in.
Threes, man. I'm trying to.
Well,
I'm not trying. I'm achieving. I'm doing it.
That's also a good line to use next time. Somebody want to tell you their relationship's moving too fast. I'm out.
Yeah. What's not to like about that?